Now, if you are a father, you have to be very careful. You have to be very attentive. Fathers are put here on earth to program and prepare the next generations. If you're a father, be very careful about the things you do. Be very careful about the things you allow yourself to do. Be very careful about certain things that you allow to take over your life. Certain tastes, appetites, certain actions. You have to be very careful. Because what you are doing as a father, what you are doing, whether good or bad, the only thing you are doing is sowing a seed which is going to be transferred onto the next generations. Sometimes you might think, the kids, like your children are not watching you. Your children are young, they are small, they don't know what you're doing. Maybe it's hidden, it's in secret. But if you look closely, I always base everything I do on the Word of God. If you have looked closely, and I'm going to give you an example, a classical example. If you look closely about fathers, no matter what they are doing, whether visible to their children or even hidden in secret, somehow, whatever life they lived is transferred wirelessly to their unborn generation. Whether they were able to see it or not able to see it, whatever a father does here on earth sets the pace, sets his generations, sets the children after him on a certain trajectory, on a certain course. And a lot of fathers have not become aware of this. Be very careful if you're a father. Be very careful with some addictions you allow to take over you. Very careful. Be very careful with some situations and some scenarios. Try your best to deal with problems. Don't just dump them there. No. Whatever problems you dump there, you leave unattended to, will become mountains for your unborn generation. If you're a father, you should be a problem solver. You should attack and deal with things head on. You should be able to take things by the horns of a bull. Why? Because you're not just being put here to come and live your own life and do whatever you want and do what excites you. You have been put here to set the course, to set the trajectory, to set the path, to sow the seed for your unborn generations. Very, very dangerous. If you're a father, your life does not only belong to you. The life you are living is connected to 4 generations after you die and go. I'm telling you. If you look closely, when God said He's going to bring the punishment of the fathers not onto their children. He's going to extend it for 4 generations. After the man has done whatever he's going to do, and has allowed himself to succumb to whatever influences got to him, and he acted a certain way, and he was doing this and was doing that, it doesn't end there. God said He's going to send the punishment onto 4, not just his children, onto the 4th generation. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. It means people who don't know why the ancestor did A, don't know why what situation, what difficulties came his way for him to do this, for him to say that, for him to join this, for him to join that, for him to touch this and touch that. God says, I'm going to send because what you did, I'm going to send it onto not just the immediate children. 1, 2, 3, 4 generations after you. A lot of fathers have not become intentional, have not paid attention to this. A lot of fathers live that, it's my life, I can do what I want, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. No. I'll take you very soon to an example. He's going to send it onto 4 generations. 4 generations. Hey. Fathers have to be very intentional. Whatever you are doing, even if it's in a hidden place, you are sowing seeds. You are planting trees that are going to be harvested even by your 4th generation after you are dead and gone. I'll take you to the Bible. We saw how Abraham walked with God. Abraham's walk with God. Through the thick and the thin, the difficulties and all that, he still persevered. As a result of that, you see what happens from the generations after him. From Isaac, also served God. Abraham's walk with God was sowing seeds for his generations to come. Abraham's walk with God, his dedication, his commitment, all the time it took, that relationship, that friendship Abraham had, that relationship Abraham built with God was not just for him. It was a seed he was sowing for his generations unborn. Very important. And we see, if you go through that account of the Bible, you see how Isaac, Jacob, all benefited as a result of what? As a result of the seed their father has sown. Result of the seed their father has sown by spending almost all his life building that relationship with God. We saw the benefits. From Abraham to Isaac, Isaac to Jacob. From Jacob down there to Joseph in the land of Egypt, and then even out of Egypt coming back, tracing his line back to King David, his lines back to King David, even King Solomon, and even the birth of Jesus Christ. They all was as a result of Abraham's hard work. Abraham's seed he has sown of what? Forming, working, building a relationship with God. We've seen how it has benefited countless generations, even to today. The life a father lives is an investment. The life you live, this is not. The Bible tells us that a good man, A good man leaves wealth or leaves an inheritance, even up onto the 4th generation. That one is aside. The kind of life a father lives is also a seed, even unto his children and his children's children. Very important. And that is a good side. We also look again at the life of Abraham when he took a second wife and gave birth and fathered Isaac. If you look down that line, if you look closely down that line, that act of taking a second wife, if you look down that line, you see the same thing happen. You see Jacob take a second wife. We can keep coming down, and even when you come back into Abraham's descendants and his generations, you see a man like David, multiple wives. You come to Solomon, the same thing, seed. Solomon, multiple wives, which created problems. It created a problem between him and God. Multiple wives. The seed was sown at the time of their great-great-grandfather, in the time of Abraham. Abraham sowed good seeds, and then going to getting a second wife also became something that you see you also see in the bloodline in his descendants. Thank you once again.